guys, Mapletail here. Welcome back to Pride Month Warriors, the series where I draw warrior cats based on LGBT+ pride flags. We're continuing on with Windclan today. Let's get into it. For this drawing, I'm taking inspiration from the MLM and pomosexual flags. Like all this year's flag choices, I've never designed cats using these flags before, so I was very excited to see how it would go. I picked these two today as they both gave me a bit of Windclan vibes, with the colors giving me the feeling of wind and fields. I started coloring with the MLM flag. Honestly, I'm never sure how to actually pronounce this one, but we'll go with that. I made all the blues into a bit more of blue-grays so they'd work better for fur. I used the light blue for the fur base. Next, I used the 3 greens for the eyes, using the lightest for the pupils. Last year I forced myself to try to use green for the fur whenever possible, so I decided to return to the easy route of making it the eye colors. I used the medium blue for fun markings on the face, up the nose to the forehead and on one ear, as well as on the chin. I added the same color to the paws and under the tail. The dark blue went on the nose, ears, chin, paws, and tail. The white was the final color I used, going above the eyes, on the ear tip, and for the fluffy belly. I'm honestly obsessed with how this design turned out. I am a sucker for blue-gray cats, and this little guy definitely meets the mark. So let's talk names. I wanted to name him after his fur color, so I picked the name Gray Sky. I also want to put him on the family tree that I've been keeping for my Windclan cats. I've got a little blue family that could use a second parent, so I decided to make Gray Sky partner to Littlebrook and father to Berry Spot. Let's move on to our pomosexual cat. I quite like the pastels of this flag, and it translated relatively easily onto a cat. I used the pale purple for our fur base, making it a touch more gray, and I also used it above the eyes. The pink went into the eyes and on the nose, inner ears, and under the paws. The white was used for some large sweeping patches across the whole body, on the head, back, legs, tail, and 2 paws. This ended up being a pretty simple design, but I still really like it, and feel like she looks nice next to Gray Sky. So a name. I decided on White Blossom for their white and lilac pelt. Let's also add her to our family tree. I've got one litter of kits with no parents, and White Blossom looks a fair bit like them. So I made White Blossom mother to Light Belly and Lightning Sky from last year, as well as sibling to Deputy Dusk Puddle from the first year I did this challenge. I've still got a fair few question marks on this tree, so I'll be trying to fill those in during future years. As usual, I drew this background well in advance. I start this art challenge as early as April some years. This time it was just May, so a little less ridiculous. But anyways, as I was coloring the cats, I was a bit worried the colors would clash too much, especially White Blossom, but I actually think it all works pretty well. White Blossom matching with the clouds and Gray Sky with the grass, which, based on their names, seems like it should be the opposite. But either way, I think it works well. Thanks for watching. 2 weeks down, 2 to go. Next week we'll be on to Shadow Clan with 2 new flags. I'm excited to see how that one will turn out too. Anyways, I hope you're having a wonderful Pride Month, and I'll see you next Thursday.